Hi and welcome back to another Bestestimes Reborn YouTube video. See if we can work out where we are within the first few seconds. Well, I say the date and the time and all that. It is 6 a.m. It just changed to it. Monday the 28th of April 2025. Current temperature is 20.5 degrees Celsius, feels like 24.4. 99% humidity, 0 millimeters of rain since yesterday, and that's supposed to be patchy fog in the early morning. Okay, so we're giving you a bit of time, nearly a minute. We're up near the old Puma, Pezzolatos. See if the new branding's up. I don't think it is. I think it's just plain white at the moment. I remember it first as a Mobile, then a BP, then a Puma. Now this, I don't know how you say it. Muranos, some name like that. But they were saying on Facebook that it was meant to be coming that. So, starts with an M. So we're going to go over and have a quick look. Get myself a beverage. Now we might walk out a little bit of Gundi, back around up Sepoy Road, depending on the weather, depending on how I feel, and down Sepoy Road, around their brothers Leagues Club. Oh, out onto Grace Street and all that, and down and out, or to Coles or wherever, we'll see. So, come along for the ride. On low light mode I can't zoom in, and it zooms in just a little bit, and it felt wrong. It was the wrong sort of aspect to what I'm used to. This is the old Pezzolatos out. It's classed as Gundi Bend still. A lot of people class it as Gundi. Across from the Gundi Trade Centre. Not far away from Acacia Street, just up from Newman's store. If you're wondering, there's a few cars here, surprisingly, for the time. I suppose you've got a lot of workers and that, doing their thing. Oh. Get a drink. At a decent price. Deals up. Not the one I want at that price, that's not the non-cold ones. For $2. Plenty of cold. Let's see what else they got, just out of interest. There we go. I think it's skinny can for $2.50. The best deal. cheaper than the metro. I got my skinny can. That's no problem to do. Put it away now. Won't need this for a while anyway. Everything else under the sun, yeah, pretty good. Yeah, not bad at all. Anyway, let's head out here. I know it's a bit dark. It's not sort of the thingy I wanted, like lighting and that, but it's all good. So we're going to go down Gundy Mill Road to Cavanagh Road, go down Cavanagh Road, then up Sepoy. That'll be the plan for the moment. And see how things go, see how the weather goes. Once it gets brighter, I'll turn off light mode, low light mode and that. Yeah, the hot birds are pretty nice in there. But I looked at the prices and like $9 something for a jackal, no. That one's been sitting there for a while. Moble's cheaper. Mobile in town. So I can see some fog over there towards Butterfree and that. Bit of fog. So I was going to turn down here, or are they? Yep. Can't always tell whether they're going to turn down the next spot onto the highway or whether they're going to the servo way. Like this Exodus truck. Turn down here. Just turning the brightness up just a little bit. I got more of a chance of being able to see everything. But there's back to the service station, which of course I should have got photos of the outside of, which I will now while I think of it. So I can use them on the thumbnail. There we go. It won't be the clearest, but there'll be something to use. Yeah, there's a lot of fog out this way too. Look towards Seapoint Road on here. I don't know how well it shows up on the video. Yeah, people rev up when they see you. That's quite rude. You can see the orange and all that of the sunrise. Shout out to Henry for his long sunrise to sunset video live stream he was doing. I watched a fair bit of it. Then I had to get ready to come out and do this. That's Toronto Tech and Transit. Yeah, Toronto Tech and Transit. So.
2 kilometers, 25 minutes 54 seconds, 2,669 steps.
There you go. So, yeah, big shout out to him and to his friends that he was having lunch with. Liam, which is Epic Nation HD, and Seb and Eddie, I think. I'm bad with names of people I haven't watched that often. So they're doing stuff with concrete over there. The cement trucks and the big crane with the big cement hose type thing on it. I don't know if that shows up on here, but it looks like they're doing that behind Alders, or the next one along the Mungundi Mill Road now. There's your CRT local bloke. I haven't walked out here this sort of time for a while. Now once we get down Cavanagh Road, we might start seeing the sunrise better, but it might be too late once we're going up Sundown Road. So bear with me. But yeah, it's over there. Pouring concrete. Yeah, I think it is behind Alders. Most probably a dog will bark at the watershed. There's a guard dog on duty. So yeah, a little bit cooler at this hour it'll get warmer and warmer and warmer as the day goes on. So keep watching, see where we end up. But yes, big shout out to Henry and his crew, his Toronto crew. Check out links in the description. There's links to some of the Toronto crew there, and the ones that aren't there, like Epic Nation HD. I put in a copy and paste thing that I did so that I could put the description up really good and easy and all that. And for some reason, his and Henry's just stopped working. They weren't there anymore on there, so I've got to put them back in. But yeah, check them out. Check out Bestestimes Film on YouTube, on Facebook. Check out Kenneth Allen Photography on Facebook. Check out all these people. Let them know that Bestestimes Reborn sent you, or just hashtag Bestestimes recommended. Much appreciated. Always good to show support for good people giving it a go. Yeah, this is next to Elders. I don't know if it's part of Elders, but it's next to it anyway. Probably people standing around watching. Oh, well, there you go. There's your Elders there. Well, there is a fence between, so I'd say it's different. Part of a different thing. There's where Kimmick Steel moved to after Frank sold it. Whew. Yeah, I wouldn't, probably not best to walk out here any earlier than this. Just snake wires and different wild animals. But anyway, that's Frank Lowen's son. I'll go down and show that because they're supposed to be changing over and joining in with some other business in town. This is Dixon Road. So if you ever hear of Dixon Road, this is where it is. If you need to go to the to Trans North, it's down the end on the left, the way I'm facing. And that, it's basically a cash for cans. Containers for change, whatever it's called. It's down here on the right hand side next to Frank Lowe and Sons, or just down from it. I don't think it's right next to it, but it's near it anyway. Yeah, there's your Frank Lowe and Sons. So I don't know how long this is going to be here for, by what they put up on Facebook anyway, so we'll see. I'm not going all the way down because I've scootered down here and I've walked down here many times. The Containers for Change is where the green shade cloth type stuff is, down here. Oh, so let's mosey on over here. Check all that out. It's going to be a long one. Long walk. Well, long walk for me. Nice to be sitting in air conditioning at home watching stuff like this, or if you're somewhere where it's cold with a heater, a fireplace, whatever you've got, in the comfort of your own place anyway. Nice to watch. Or if you're sitting on a subway looking on your phone at this video, let us know in the comments. Nice to know even what country you're watching from. You don't have to say what street or anything like that, maybe the town, the city, and that would be quite interesting. There's your wrecker yard, just here to my left, well, with all the lights on that vehicle there. When I walked down here one other time, there was all solar panels outside. Yeah. You got your transport companies and that out here, Lindsay Transport. Interesting to show what they're like at this hour too. When you're out in a boot. Sorry, I watch a lot of Canadian walk tubers. always supporting decent walk tubers and that, doing what they do. Whew. Yeah, starting to get a bit warm now. The humidity's starting to show the 99%. It's an old Trains North bus, so they're converting it into a caravan. There's air conditioner units at the side of it. I don't know if you can see that from here. Not going to go any closer. Privacy and all that. Oh, might be converting it into that for an office there. Who knows? I'm sure they do. Yeah, the rec yard. This is a very rural area. Spud light, we buy those from Woolworths. 25% less carbs than other potatoes. Let's see it on this one. Second one. Second part of the trailer. Of course there's a vehicle coming down. Banana truck. I think this truck's seen better days. Bit of mould and stuff. Yeah, Cabernet Road's got a lot of bananas. Out on either side of the road. Banana farms. We usually go all the way down, and sometimes we just go down here. We'll see. This one's advertising helirescue.com.au. New South Wales Ambulance has got Westpac written on it, a few other sponsors. Yeah, the Lifesaver Rescue Helicopter. Yeah, there's bananas on one side, sugar on the other. Got a truck. Banana truck had some odd smells. So I'm going to have a throat lozenges to get rid of the smell. Get rid of the taste out of my mouth, I mean the throat. But yeah, there's your Battle Freer. The tallest mountain in Queensland. If you look up Mount Battle Freer, you'll see all about it. On Google. There's a truck there. I might even have to get my drink out. The smells that bad from that. When it gets in your throat, it's not a good thing. There's Cabernet Road's dirt road, of course. I'll come down here with the drone before. It's too early in the morning to fly the drone. Wouldn't see anything much. There's the lighting in that, but that's why I'm not going to use it down here. It's with me, but yeah. If it was brighter, I would have been a bit more interesting to see. We'll go right once we get up to Sepand Road. Head towards town. Supermarket open at 8 o'clock. I'd like to be in there just before 8 o'clock. Be great. There's the old rubbish bins, some of them with the old lids, and a kookaburra on one of the red lids. Yeah, we've just changed over to yellow lids for the big bin. Still the blue lids for the little bin. Waste of money. They could have just told us the black lids for recycling. Cans and all that sort of stuff. Bottles washed out. There's your bananas to my right. Banana trees and that. And to my left, sugar cane. So I was considering if it just got too hot to go back down near the transport and that, and head back the way we just came. Once we get to the service station and along to get to Clifford Road, but no, I think we'll go all the way. So you'll be able to see to the left the sugar cane plants, and then to the right the bananas. I don't see any workers through there. Some of them start pretty early. Well, it's 19 past 6 AM. Like on my way I could see people waiting to get picked up for the bananas and that. Alright. Take a couple of photos. If they turn out good. They may not because of the lighting. But if they do turn out good, we'll put them on the end of the video. Put the self timer on so I can get one of myself. There we go. Done and done. Well, yeah, it is getting a lot more humid as I walk along. Well, it feels more humid from the exertion, exercise, but it's worth it. I think it'll be about 10-11 kilometres total from home to when I finish walking, till I get home, in other words. I mean, this video I'll probably only go to Coles supermarket. And I'll go in there.
3 kilometers, 38 minutes 4 seconds, 4,035 steps.
If I wasn't doing video, I would have walked that a lot faster. A little faster to get home or to get wherever you got to go. But on this, I like to show as much detail as possible. So we walk a bit slower. It's not a bad area to walk, and there's no traffic coming down here. In winter it's better, when it's like 6, 7, 8 degrees Celsius. Really nice. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit. There's a bunch of bananas on the road here, probably fallen off a banana truck. Or someone's cut them off and thrown them over here, who knows. Out of the farm and that. You see all the different bags on there protecting the bananas. I know a little bit about it, you hear about it here. A lot. Most people know someone who's worked on bananas, or more than one person. They talk about it, what it was like. Some people have good experiences, some people hate it. Sugar cane. We used to harvest that by hand with cane knives and stuff back in the day without harvesters. Oh, it's been horrible in summer. Horrible any time of year, let alone boiling hot summer. But you can hit 40 degrees Celsius and 99% humidity, or in the pouring down rain. So you can see through there, you can see the sunrise a little bit. Well, I can. Hope it's showing up on here. A little bit of fog and some clouds. Sort of low-lying clouds, they're not like right above me or anything. I think we'll be fine. We'll be fine rain-wise on this walk. Yeah, these plants are closer to the road. Old fence. I had that stood up through cyclones and that. Unless they fix it up every time, that bit. Well, I've never seen it knocked over, that particular one. That post. You got to be careful though, because you know, wild pigs could come out of there, snakes, whatever. So that's why you walk in the middle, and if something comes from one side, you can go to the other side easier. Vice versa. So. Yeah, we're not far away from the old side of the old Gundi Mill and the old Gundi School, which are long gone. Most of the buildings of the Gundi School are like half ruined, and that. Most of the buildings of the old mill are gone. Last time I came out here, there was like one left, and that's sad. The cyclone Larry ruined a lot of that. There's people on four-wheelers coming down the street. I think I'm going to end up covered in dust unless they turn off somewhere. I hope they do. It's not good for the camera, it's not good for me, especially when you still got ages to walk, even if I turn back. So gotta be careful. Oh, they're going pretty slow. It's not like they're intentionally going fast to dust and rocks and that up at me. Probably used to people walking along here, but we'll show what I'm seeing when they go past. That's what they're doing. So these are the bananas. They've got like barrel injectors and things. Oh, they're going left, so there might be something to do with the cane. Who knows? But four-wheelers are fun to drive around. I've driven on one once when I worked at a prawn farm, filling in to help out one night, and I finished my work well and truly early. They said I could just drive around on it. That was fun. It was brand new too. Brand new four-wheeler, so that was fun. I didn't drive it dangerously, but it was fun. In and out of these ponds that they were doing up. And that. This is Cabernet Road that we're just coming out of onto Sepoy Road. Huh. That's Sepoy Road. If you go left, you go down to the old Gundi Mill site and that. If you go straight ahead, you go to the old residential area, what's left of it, Knox Avenue and that. And straight ahead here, you can go towards Clifford Road, which is where the railway line is, and can end up back out near the service station and that, past a lot of industrial and the Queensland Transport. Another photo. Oh, self-timer is still on, so it takes forever. Turn that off. Zoom in, see what we can get. That nice sunset with the clouds and that. See how that goes. Whew. Yeah, getting warmer and warmer, brighter and brighter. So yeah, the birds flying over. It's a beautiful hour of the day though. Sort of got that golden hour to a point. Okay. Continue along our merry way. Yeah, this part feels like it goes forever till you get to where you turn, and then you walk down the road, then you turn again, then you go up near Brothers Leagues Club and end up at Ernest Street eventually. There's the netball courts and that, and go down there. Nice birds in formation up there. Hope they show up on video. Look how beautiful the scenery is out here though. If you've got a really good camera, it's worth coming out here, getting photos. I can't carry decent cameras out here. If I had a car or some decent transport and a decent camera, I'd do it. This hour, definitely. It's so worth it. Like 5:30, 6 o'clock. Right on sunrise and that. Yeah, really nice. These sort of cameras, they don't fully capture the lighting. Anyway, I'm going to take it off low light mode and see what we get now. Okay, we're back to the normal everyday mode that I use every time I do video. Oh, the majority of times I do daytime video. There's birds in Play-Doh there above the bananas. I like them in their formation. I hope that shows up. Getting more clouds too. More wispy clouds a bit higher up. See the fog down there. Fog, get it. Yeah, you think, oh, I'm going to walk through that fog. But when you get up to fog like that, it tends to keep going back further and further and further, like it's a mirage. Like, really? I want to walk through it because it's a bit cooler. There's your bananas, see them a bit better, hopefully. And back where we just came from, towards the old mill site and that. Yeah, there's a car coming this way. I don't know if they're going to turn into Clifford Road or they're going to go straight ahead. They're turning just past the railway. So where you turn, oh, from their direction. From my direction, it's just after the railway. No, just before it, sorry. My direction, yeah. Yeah, lots of nice birds and things around. I've seen ibises, I've seen sparrows, I've seen plovers, or plovers. Somebody corrected me on that the other day. It doesn't really matter. If you know what I mean, then I think it's perfectly fine. I think people get a little too silly with that. No offense to the person who did that, because they always know who they are, because they like to comment, oh, that was me. A couple more photos. I would have got more, but the car coming behind me, driving ridiculous speeds. I don't get people like that. What a fog. I'm trying to get photos of. The sun coming out from behind the clouds over there. Oh, pardon me. Bit of a cane train bridge there. Not likely to see any cane trains at the moment. Illegal dumping site. Island coast. Recyclers. See if I can bump the brightness up just a little bit so we can see a bit more. Hopefully it shows up better. This is where the molasses tank used to be. If you know that area, if you know where that was, then that's where this is. And that. So this is your cane train line here, which I don't think they use that part there. They use this, so I don't know why. I've actually seen this being used, this part of the cane train line, and there's all stuff on top of it. Old fridges and stuff, they can't use that. Illegal dumping site, council aware, under investigation, fines over $2,000. See it and report it. Yeah, I'm going to report that, that's ridiculous. They're so dangerous. If you're the person who did it, well, you know, the one's going to get in trouble. Council truck, you're going past. Giving me weird looks, of course, as everyone does. With the rubbish section on here. Rubbish. Dumped rubbish. Done. If you see stuff like that, definitely report it. It's not right. It's very dangerous. Well, imagine the light stuffed up on a cane train. I'm sure they're meant to stop if that happens, but what if it does and they don't see it? See? If it's a low light situation, bang, dangerous. Very much so. Let's get a railway crossing photo. Another one of the sun coming up. You can see it over there. Now it's showing above the cane. Yeah. See, that's the normal train line that'll take you to Cairns direction. And this way takes you to Townsville and the railway station, Innisfail railway station and all that. Ends up over in Station Street. So forth. Yeah, there's where the cane train line goes through there. And across where all that rubbish is dumped. The council knows about it. Why haven't they done anything? Why is it still there? That's the thing. Hey, look at all the fog over there. Hopefully it's showing up. Yeah, there's not much zoom on this camera, so you sort of got to just deal with it. Because it's like 2 times zoom and it's very pixelated, so it's not even worth it. Old Ferry Road goes down there. Sort of a private road, doesn't really lead to much. I think there's a couple of farms and things down there. So the reflection of the sun on the look for train sign and the railway sign and that. Down Clifford Road there. Sometimes it's nicer along here when the cane's down, other times it's nicer when it's up. See the contrast of it, the difference. Got a couple of vehicles coming past. There's some ibises in flight. I'm sure they're ibises, those ones. Tomorrow a lot of workers coming along here at this hour while people were taking their kids to school. Coming this way. And that, so. Yeah, it's so beautiful. The scenery here. Wow. Oh, I wish the camera would pick it up in all its glory. All that fog. The phone won't pick it up properly either, so only get what I can out of it. Just the clouds coming up over sort of Flying Fish Point direction. Innisfail estate sort of direction along there. Yeah. Some sparrows and different birds flying around. We'll be quiet for a second, just admire the scenery.
Total 4 kilometers. 51 minutes 48 seconds. 5,386 steps. Heart rate 138 beats per minute.
A lot of birds love it when the cane's first down. You get a lot of curlews and different other birds. Probably looking for worms and things. Have another vehicle coming. Oh, I wish they had a proper cycling footpath along here. There's not enough room for it. But basically where I'm walking now, you can see where they cut it and where they don't so much along there. Put in a proper path would be a lot safer. A lot of people do ride push bikes and walk along here. Maybe not as many as there used to be, what I see, but there still is. I think more people would, given the chance, being safer in that. A lot more people would. I've got the sun in my eyes. That's going to affect the camera a little bit, so I might face the camera more down direction to my right, just for a bit till we get out of the side of all that. Back on the road where it's a bit better, a bit easier to walk. There's another car coming, of course. It's always the way it works. this becomes Sundown Road after a while. And you can turn and go down Sundown Road too, up to Sundown itself, the suburb. And that, where Sundown Engineering and that used to be, which is now not that far away from the mobile, across from 180. But yeah, there used to be a vet up there. They moved into town. There's a car detailer that's still there, as far as I know. Innisfail Car Care, I think that's still up there, or whatever they're calling themselves now. From what I hear of people, they're highly recommended. A lot of people recommend them when they're mentioned on Facebook if someone's looking for a car detailer and that. But yeah, a lot of people say Innisfail Car Care out at Sundown. But here's those yellow bin lids that I was talking about, and the blue ones. I'd go over to it, but there's too many cars coming along. I just want to get this stretch over and done with while I can. Some people give you a wave, some people don't. You get sugarcane on both sides. Sorry about any breathing sounds, but that's part and parcel of walking in this humidity. Yeah, I don't have the transport and that to get out to other places, so I'm sort of stuck. And the local transport, Trans North, they don't go out to South Johnson, Marillion, Eddy Bay, Mission Beach, any of those sort of places. So I can't catch the 50-cent buses to those places, or I certainly would have, and certainly would have exhausted as much as I could out of it. In other words, taking as much video as I could out there, those places. I've walked to Warrina, Mission Beach, Warrina, South Johnson, Mundu, Marillion, those sort of places, and it certainly takes it out of you. They're long walks. I mean, I'm glad I did them, but I may not be able to do them anymore. It's just too far. Like your 20-kilometre returns and longer. Sometimes in winter we get like 6 degrees Celsius, 8 degrees Celsius. You think, oh, that'd be a great time to walk out. Yeah, it's like 5 in the morning, fine, with a decent torch. But by the time you're coming home, or by the time you get out there, it's like 9, 10 o'clock by the time you're coming home, and it's just stifling hot, boiling hot, blistering hot, whatever way you want to put it. And it does you over. So did ride the old scooter out to Mina Creek. Oh, yeah, that was pretty full on too. Made it home with like 2% battery and a heap of sunburn. Pardon me, heap of sunburn, no matter how much sunburn cream I had on. So sorry about the hiccups. Hiccups are a natural part of life. One of those things. And that, so yeah. Yeah, I don't have the transport to get to all the places I would love to go to. Mission Beach and get full detail. Tully, Cardwell, Carramine Beach. Lots of different places south of here. To be able to showcase it all in detail so we can look back at them too. And just see what it's like too. Not just to look back. They're beautiful locations. Absolutely stunning. Beautiful beaches. Beautiful scenery. I'd love to do a lot of Tully walking through the main street and around and down where the IGA is, subway, all that. The gumboot. All these things in full detail. A lot of people go to those places. Even people I know, but I don't. Not given the option. if I was given the option, I'd really enjoy it in my 4K 60 frames per second. None of this 480p stuff that when you put it on a big screen 480p, it just stretches. Put it on just a 55-inch TV and it stretches. So that's dangerous. Full speed down here. I know a lot of people used to drag race down here, but yeah, so I always try to get the best quality out of what I've got, so that when you look back you can see, if you were walking along here on this particular day at this particular time, this is what you're going to see. If you're looking the same way as me and all that, this is what it was like. And it might change in 20 years time if you're watching this video. Let me know in the comments if it's changed. And you know, you never know, they might put a pathway down here. I very much doubt it, but it would be nice. Yeah, that would be phenomenal. Encourage people to cycle, because they had a thing out at one stage going on about pathway and things they wanted to do with creating new pathways and wanted people's opinion on it. I put my opinion on multiple times about a footpath/bike path all the way to Flying Fish Point from the Innisfail State College, and one from where the footpath finishes at on River Avenue all the way out to South Johnson, you know, Wangi and all that, and one near the Mundu State School all the way along that road there. Safer, wider, better, where the bridge is and all that, from the school and all that. There's a car coming from behind, but the weeds and that are too high. I'm not gonna walk in it just in case there's a snake. And they've got plenty of room, there's no cars coming the other way, so pretty much fine. It's a Sundown Road intersection there. They probably want to turn down here. It sounds like they've slowed down a bit. Oh, who knows? Have to wait and see on those things. Yep, exactly where they're going. So that's where Sundown Road is. Still says dental surgery on there, but that's the way to Innisfail car cam, where the others used to be that I was saying. Oh, running nose, that's always fun. It's on this side because there's a house to my left. It'd be nice to show the house and so I can look back years later and see it, but yeah, I knew someone who used to live there way back. When I was in primary school, I think it was, he lived there. This chappie from the same school. And they used to have a pool and a big huge dog. Nice dog, but it was a big dog. And we'd walk along here, exercise walking. My mum and I would see him and go over and say hello to him. He was a nice kid. And shout out to him. I'm sure he knows who it is. Early 90s, living there. Corner of Sundown Road and Sepoy Road. Look at the sun glistening and gleaming off the spider web, off the weeds and that. Wow, you can see it a little bit. There we go. I don't think the camera really wanted to focus on there due to the lighting. Yeah, just zoom past you. Don't give a stuff. But they break stuff up, or they lose. There's a steering stuff's up or whatever. Oh well. Not too bad for me. It's the sad part of it.
Total 5 kilometers. 1 hour 3 minutes 57 seconds. 6,754 steps.
I'll do well over 10,000 steps by the time I get home. Whew. There's bananas over the back there. Probably not able to be seen, banana plants anyway, the trees. A lot of fog. And a bobcat sign, which hasn't been defaced. is good. Well, a lot of people like to deface these sort of signs, especially in the middle of nowhere like this. I was not overly in the middle of nowhere, but you know. Yeah. But no, that's not an open invitation for people to come along and trash them. It is vandalism. There's Bob Catter with his hat. Catter. Bob Catter for Kennedy. Catter's Australian Party. I've seen him in town before, and he always speaks whenever I see him. Always has for years. Seen him at different things like the Innisfail show and that as well. Farmhouse and sheds and that to my right. To my left, weeds and that, and then the sugar cane. Some of them have got the sugar cane, like glasses and sugar cane flowers. And there's weeds and all that too that have grown up as high as sugar cane. Yeah, some of them. They come, yes, that. No, they're going the other way. Wow. Not far from the bend. Whew. Yes. Yeah, it would have been nice if it was more wintry, but it's still beautiful along here, even if it's boiling hot. Yeah, Sundown Road written there on the sign up here. It's weird how the road does that. How they both sundown. Pardon me. I've never been all the way up here. I've only been to where probably the top of that hill part there on the scooter, but I didn't go any further. It says no through road and all that. Sundown, abrasive blasting. It's written there. It's got Firth. That's Firth Road, Frith Road or whatever. F-R-I-T-H Road. I don't know how you say that one. But there's back where we just came from. See Bartle Freer. Oh. You can see the Shire Hall from here. See Brothers Leagues Club. I feel like Messalina and that on Romper Room, looking through the magic mirror. I can see the sugar cane. I can see Shire Hall. I can see Brothers Leagues Club. I can see a block of flats. I can see houses. And I can see a ute coming towards me. Yeah. Which reminds me of Romper Room in the 80s. Yeah, if I saw that show, let us know in the comments. I think there was an American version as well, or the British version or something. Because when you Google it, or you YouTube it actually, you see other versions. Like you do with Play School. That was a nice couple of potholes outside these people's place. They're pretty big ones. Come along here at night without a light on your bike, you'd know about it if you hit that. So you always have a light on your bike or scooter or whatever, or if you're walking at night, decent torch. And you get up to Campbell Street soon. When we turn up the end, becomes Campbell Street. Yeah. Whoa. I guess the cane's been recently cut here. To my left and to the right it's still full size. Nearly 7 AM. We've got another hour till the supermarket opens. Coles and Woolies, both supermarkets 8 o'clock. 8 AM Monday to Friday. I think Saturday and Sunday there might be 8:30. And then they close earlier. Otherwise it's 9 PM. Hey! Notification sound. So you guys see the Cullinane, the houses and that over there. A lot of that's Cullinane in the suburb. That was the YouTube, what's I call it, notification. Somebody posted a video. Let's have a quick look at, see what Henry's up to. Sure he wouldn't mind me showing his YouTube on my, yeah. You got people with him still?
Yeah, Kyle Walker voted for yourself. Kyle is independent.
There you go. Henry's video. Toronto Tech and Transit.
Welcome back, Akash, brother. Thanks for the virtual treat earlier, and I definitely want to go to the bluffs May 7th and after.
See if we can get him to say Bestestimes. He usually does.
Garbo Bluff.
When I say hello to him.
Are running, so sometime after May 7th for sure, Akash, brother, and maybe we'll get together. We'll get to meet each other. Get to meet some of the awesome YouTube friends, and my YouTube friends will get to meet. Yeah, we're definitely gonna go to the bluffs soon, Akash. Bob, who's already a big fan of Kyle Walker. The link to Kyle Walker's awesome channel. Check out Kyle Walker.
Let's see, he normally does. Just the chat's a little bit slower than the stream. He's got a few of his friends with him.
At some point, yeah, we should all hang out together, Akash. Or if you, or even even happy to hang out with you and the crew.
See if we can hear Henry. He mentions Bestestimes Reborn.
All right, Akash. You Sahil and Karana.
He usually sees my comments about
It's so
a minute behind.
there, brother. I've live streamed there twice.
Yeah, Toronto Trek,
The connection is
Toronto
good for the
Tech
most part.
and
There
Transit.
are some spots that are a little bit. That's amazing, Akash. I'd love to join you.
Sometimes
Maybe,
there's fishing
Akash-
this up here.
Huh? No, I don't want to. Why? What's there? Yeah, I was
Right.
gonna go to the island.
Right in the weeds over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes you see fish in here. See them jumping along.
I just don't feel like going
Turtles.
to the exhibition. That's the thing. I was already there this morning. Well, there's still a lot of time, so.
I don't think he's going to say anything. Too busy talking to his friends. But anyway, that's all good. Two dogs over there doing their thing. Running up and down the fence.
Maybe we'll all go to Wonderland together, Akash, brother. What's it on?
A lot of vehicles at this hour.
Yeah, Jair, I don't know, that give me a headache. Well, thank goodness it didn't actually give me a headache, but... Well, yeah, Akash, brother, that
Anyway, we'll stop this video soon.
Scarborough Bluffs, so beautiful. Yeah, we'll definitely figure something out, Bighorn, for sure. We'll definitely love to meet you. Thank you again for the great support. We'll definitely figure it out.
Some fog over there.
We'll definitely figure something out.
So someone's getting some cement, concrete, whatever. They get mixed up with
Something
it.
creative. I don't normally share hotel rooms with anyone else, though, but we'll definitely figure it out.
No, it's bad timing. Normally he'd say something.
What? Yeah, we'll be in touch, Big Fun Brother. Definitely be in touch, brother. Yeah, Ben, I know it's freaking
Yeah, they're getting a
annoying.
driveway down, I think. Yeah, driveway down. Cool.
Yeah, for sure, but you're always down for one around except when you're working.
I like their other driveway, it's sort of those double text, double creek.
I've already got it, but the whole package just like you. Which includes this time the fast lane season pass. Sometimes it's nice, Kiana. Yeah, sometimes.
Anyway, I'll leave it at that, I'll be Tim.
There'll be times when I just say I want to go solo and maybe connect.
Yeah, 99% of the time though, he'll speak when you say hello to him. I let him know that I was doing a video and that, but he was too busy chatting to someone else. That's all good. Anyway, we're nearly up to Campbell Street. Campbell Street's to the left up here. Might end up muting some of that sound because, it's all good. But yeah. But yeah, definitely check his channel out if you want to. Try no tech in transit. The end, as in that 8 symbol. Yeah, it looks like a figure 8, number 8. Here's one of those Newcastle Coast Regional Council bin lids, yellow ones. No plastic bags, no food scraps, no green waste. Contaminated bins will not be collected. Pause to read if you want to read a bit more of that. It's on there. It's community nursery through there, straight ahead, where those arrows are, and the sign. The signage for a bit of a walk through up there, but it's it's not the clearest to see. I don't know if it's still there, the sign. It's still there, but it's just covered up a lot. So we're on Campbell Street now, heading to Ernest Street, where the network courts and that is, Brothers Leagues Club on the corner, and so forth. Yeah, plenty of time to fill in till the supermarket opens and then go home. Enjoy the air conditioning. The ambulance. I didn't show it when it's parked in someone's place. Privacy, because it was around the corner. So that guy used to do really good Christmas lights. He'd start like in the middle of the year or something, he told us once. And just go through, but it doesn't do it anymore. I think he's long gone, sadly. Oh, it was awesome. A lot of moving stuff. It was very unique, different to anything else you saw here. If anyone remembers that, let me know in the comments. Of course, is our first random trolley for the day. Sure we'll end up seeing more. It's a small Coles trolley. Probably be a heap across from the netball courts. I don't know if they still have it a bunch of them there. It was like where the social club met for the Lonely Trolley Social Club. It's that weird part of Gladys Street. Like it stops. You got Warrina Lakes, then it starts again. But it's not a proper road, it's just gravel there. But the rest of it's proper paved road. Well, I like this sort of road. Oh. Like it's tempting to just go home rather than go to the supermarket and that, because it's just too hot. But I'll go and wait. Some nice flowers to my left. Show them just slightly. I don't know what kind they are, but they're nice nevertheless. Some nice ones to my right as well. Both sides of the road. Oh. Yeah, there's ones here. Oh, there's hibiscus, and I don't know what the other ones are, the orange ones, and there's these white ones. Really nice. These ones are nice, they're ones that are fairly easy to grow. A lot of people have got them. Yeah, it's only my eyes, it's a colour name sign, but you can't see it properly. It's over there. One of the colour name signs. Ooh. Look at that sweat. Wheelikers. This place has got all flags and things there. I don't know what that's all about. They're doing stuff to it, I think. Getting that up. That looks like a driveway or something. Oh. Definitely something. Yeah, it's a driveway. Finnished Street. There's these club across there. And the netball courts. Oh, there's one random trolley here. And one further down is a full-size trolley. That's a Kmart one. I don't know why they get so much from Kmart that they've got to walk it home in a trolley. I've seen people pushing trolleys along on the bumpiest of spots, and the trolley just hits a bump and goes flying. Well, these people have got trolleys in the front yard. It's a little Coles trolley and a full-size Coles trolley. And that one's a Kmart trolley with all cans and stuff in it. Weird. There's a Kmart one here. And a Coles one down here, a small Coles one. Why they don't just take them back next time they go to town. Each their own, but it's still silly. And you got Calendar Park here, where they play the rugby league and that, the local derbies and things. You just fight leprechauns. I've walked through there and shown that in detail before, so I don't need to show it now. And if anyone hasn't seen these signs around, it's 1975 to 2025 Jubilee, 8th of June, tour, mass and lunch. It's a centenary basically, or Jubilee of Good Counsel, Innisfail. There's a bigger sign, that's the 8th of June. There's a bigger sign near the courthouse that showcases that a lot better. A bit more detail. But there's your netball courts, your Bessie Spiller courts. And of course another trolley. And a public phone, which for the last couple of years have been free to anywhere in Australia. Some of them have USB-C phone chargers in where the coin slot used to be, like where you get the coins out. There's your payphone, or what used to be payphone. Free calls for everyone right here. Calls to anywhere in Australia, so you can call mobile phones and that from this. Free, yeah. So there you go. There's the netball courts. And random Coles trolley. Park Street. The little one there that's a dirt road. Yeah, I don't know why those have names, those places. Oh, pardon me. Garbage truck, rubbish truck, whatever you want to call it. And then there's the Innisfail State School. There's a random trolley up there too. But that's the Innisfail State School, primary school. And Emily Street. This one here is not Emily Street, but the next one is. Where the main entrance is. The street used to go all the way through and around near Coombs's cash stores there in the old preschool. I remember when those units here were built back in the day, and there was other ones too that went along the road. I remember them being built too. Yeah, this doesn't go all the way. I think that's how we reserved that building, the other building there. If it's anything like the Air Cadets building, you can't show on video, you can't video it, you can't take photos of it. There's signs up telling you not to. So there's your Central State School, over the playground. Needs a good clear up. I know they're doing stuff at the school. You can show the school at this hour because there's no kids around. No students, no pupils, whatever you want to call them. Yeah. Well, we'll get off where the grass is all dewy and yuck. Oh, pardon me, don't want my socks getting wet. Oh, they're taking away the old tennis courts. Fixing up the basketball and tennis courts. That was much needed. Wow, that's good. It's really good for the students. If there's going to be four basketball hoops and that, with backboards and all that. 2 random trolleys. One's Coles, one, I don't know, it's Kmart, I think. Very dirty. And a bin, a random bin. Whew. Yeah. Shout out to that lady that drove past and gave me the most filthiest look. Like I'm doing something wrong when I know I'm not. Yeah, shout out to her. Don't appreciate it. This is Emily Street. Then go that way to the Esplanade and all that. And that way to Warrina Lakes and all that. If you keep going straight down where that car's going, it's back where we just came from. Throw away the mower, take back your weekends, so and so, all these people here. Innisfail State School, Sports Court upgrade. There you go. It's a Queensland Government project. Get a photo of the sign while we're here. That's good to see. So it doesn't get trashed. People jumping the fence and that. It's a Greek Orthodox church. I don't know if they still call it that, but that's what it was for years. So the sign out here where you'd see it, but not anymore. So. Yes, getting quite worn out. I've still got to walk down here, so I may as well video while I'm doing it. It's a Greek Orthodox church. Some more trolleys up here, of course. Not unexpected. Two Coles trolleys, small ones. Been certainly somehow get away from them as fast as possible. They always do ones there. Walked past here hundreds of times and smelt it. Ugh. I should have remembered and crossed the road. But anyway, we'll continue along. Dog going off. ball or whatever it is. It's there. Yeah, there's parts up here where I'll just have to show the other side because there is people up here. Might be, I don't know. Oh, there's someone with a dog. I don't think it's a school student. They are doing work at the newer part of the Good Counsel College. Sort of diagonally across from Services Australia, Centrelink. And those new places look like they've got a fence in front of it. Looks like it now. An actual fence. The government housing. Can't wait to stop and have that drink. It won't be cold by now, but it'll be wet. That's the main thing, I guess. Nice if it was cold. And sometimes they still are. After this amount of time. No indicator, but they're turning. They indicate when they're about to turn. Yeah, they give you really any warning. Oh, there's not a full-on fence up here. A partial fence. Like a lower fence. And gate and that. Yeah. Anyway, they're government housing. When they were being built, there were signs there. I think people are using them because there's towels and things on the railing up there. Ah, there you go. Don't know how many there actually is there, but there's 4 bins outside. Each place gets 2 bins. One day I'll walk past and go over there and see on the how many letterboxes there is. That'll tell me. Some photos over here. So yeah, up here next to where Sam's Place used to be and all that is where they're doing work. Here's the there's government places there. I don't know what they're classing them as, apartments, units, whatever, but they're there anyway. And they look finished and there's people living in them. Like I said, going by the stuff there. Another trolley, of course. The Coles trolley. Another one across the road there, full-size Kmart. But yeah, this here, they're doing stuff to it. They've had trestles here for a few days, well, a few weeks I mean. Pedestrians this way, so can't see if someone's coming. So if they ride a push bike through there, you can get hit, get skittled. Well, it's not the best setup, this part here. You go slow and hope for the best, but there's your Services Australia where it's multicoloured up the top. The blue and grey and all that. But here's some way they're doing it. Good Counsel College and the Morris tradition. So this is the Ernest Street side of it all. If you're wondering where it is, there's your old Trans North and Sands Pies. But yeah, a lot being done. It'd be good if this was done up and painted really nicely in the Art Deco type colours. Some chap didn't look too happy there, so I didn't show anything extra down the side due to that. There's another Coles trolley, of course. Wow, how many is that now? Right, stop counting them. But we'll go and sit down and have some of that drink and cool down and all that when I get across. No, they're nice. Post-it notes still there up here. Can't remember what it says on there. Have a beautiful day. That's what it says on there. Yeah, have a beautiful day. There you go. This is Prices Plus. We're now on Grace Street. I'm going to cross over Grace Street and then across Ernest Street and that. It's the way out to Windy Hill, Windy Bend, and all that jazz. And mobile servo and the other servos and such. And that way is up to the Catholic Church, and you keep going straight over the top and down and around. You get down to the Fitzgerald Esplanade, or Innisfail Esplanade, as a lot of people still call it. It's actually Fitzgerald Esplanade. Anyway, we'll keep walking along until we get to the spot where I want to sit down. If there's no one sitting there, we'll sit there. There's Innisfail Hardware and Coles, it's just next to it, outside of it. Oh. Yeah, quite worn out now. Bit of a walk, but glad I did it. Exercise and that. It's from here home that's the worst when you got a bag of groceries. Services Australia, Centrelink, and another trolley. So close to Coles, and they need a trolley there. I don't know. There's Anzac Memorial Park, or a lot of people call it King George Park. A lot of birds in the trees as usual. You got to be careful walking through here. Sometimes there's intoxicated people in a lot of these seats, any time of the day or night. So, and I would never recommend using those toilets. Go to Bunnings if it's open. Go right down the back of Bunnings. So you go in on the Glady Street entrance and go down, and through the car park and around, and then once you get in there, go straight down to the back. Then there's Coles when they're open, their toilets, Hungry Jack's toilets, KFC toilets just down there. So yeah, there's a multitude around, except for night time and that so much, late night. There's another Coles trolley. Get Hungry Jack's over there. Opposite Roscoe's, you can see Roscoe's. And you got the EV chargers over here and BCF. And the Innisfail dentist and that. Across there. And then the car yard. Island Coast Ford. It's too sunny on this one. I'll sit at this one. Yeah, I need the shade. But there's your EV chargers, which I've shown in other videos. And BCF. And the dentists. Anyway, thanks for watching. This is Bestest Times, keeping memories alive for us and future generations to see. Check the link in the description. Hope you enjoyed the walk. Let us know in the comments. Like, share, comment, subscribe, the usual thing. Stay safe, stay cool, and when it's raining, stay dry. And we'll catch you in the next one.